Welcome to the Lorwyn Eclipsed rules video. My name is Nelson.
I'm Serge.
We're here to introduce and explain the new and returning mechanics in the set.
Thank you to our friends at Judge Foundry for helping to sponsor the rules video. If you're interested in becoming a judge in the United States or Canada, head to judgefoundry.org to sign up.
-1/-1 counters are back. Hooray! Blight is a new keyword action that puts -1/-1 counters on your own creatures, either for upside or trickery. To blight N, put N -1/-1 counters on a creature you control. Then, something good should happen for you. All of the -1/-1 counters must be put on a single creature. You can't choose to split them between multiple creatures. You can, however, put more counters on a creature than its toughness. It will die to state-based actions, but that does count as blighting. If you can't place -1/-1 counters on any creature you control, for example, you have no creatures, you can't choose to blight. Once you've announced that you're casting a spell or activating an ability, players can't take any actions until you've finished doing so. Notably, your opponents can't try to destroy or remove your creatures to stop you from blighting as part of paying the cost of that spell or ability. If a creature has both +1/+1 and -1/-1 counters, state-based actions will remove the same number of each so that only one kind remains.
Vivid cards may have different effects, but they all care about the same thing: the number of colors amongst permanents you control. The colors of Magic are white, blue, black, red, and green. Colorless is not a color. By default, lands are colorless, even if they tap for mana of a certain color.
As night and day move across Lorwyn Shadowmoor, its inhabitants literally change form. What better way to represent this duality than with transforming double-faced cards? Each face of a transforming double-faced card has its own set of characteristics: name, types, subtypes, abilities, and so on. While a transforming double-faced permanent is on the battlefield, consider only the characteristics of the face that's currently up. The other set of characteristics is ignored. Each transforming double-faced card in this release is cast face up. In every zone other than the battlefield, consider only the characteristics of its front face. The mana value of a transforming double-faced card is the mana value of its front face, no matter which face is up. The back face of a transforming double-faced card usually has a color indicator that defines its color.
Evoke made its debut in the original Lorwyn set, so it's really neat to see it back. It allows you to cast a creature for an alternate and typically lower cost. However, using that cost also causes the creature to be sacrificed when it enters. If you pay the evoke cost, you can have the creature's own triggered ability or abilities resolve before the evoke triggered ability. You can cast spells after that ability resolves, but before you have to sacrifice the creature. The mana value of the spell is determined by only its mana cost, no matter what the total cost of that spell was.
Kindred players of the world rejoice! Changeling is another classic Lorwyn mechanic making a return. Changeling means this card is every creature type. Changeling is a characteristic defining ability. It functions in all zones, not only while a card that has it is on the battlefield. The subtype shapeshifter that appears on the type line is mostly there to reinforce the flavor. If an effect causes a creature with Changeling to become a new creature type, it will be only that new creature type, unless the effect says in addition or similar. It will still have Changeling, but the effect making it all creature types will be overwritten. If an effect causes a creature with Changeling to lose all abilities, it will remain all creature types, even though it will no longer have Changeling. This is because Changeling applies before the effect that removes it.
Speaking of Kindred, Kindred's back! Kindred is a card type that allows non-creature cards to have creature types. While it appears only on cards that already have other card types, Kindred is a card type and will be counted by effects that refer to the number of card types amongst cards in a zone. Some older cards were originally printed with the tribal card type. That card type has been replaced with Kindred. This change does not affect the gameplay function of these cards.
You know what's even better than casting spells with mana? Casting spells with creatures! Conditionally, obviously. It's great for combat tricks, though. Convoke returns. You can tap any untapped creature you control to convoke a spell, even ones with summoning sickness. Tapping an untapped creature that's attacking or blocking to convoke a spell won't cause that creature to stop attacking or blocking. Convoke doesn't change a spell's mana cost or mana value. If a creature you control has a mana ability with tap in the cost, activating that ability while casting a spell with Convoke will result in the creature being tapped before you pay the spell's costs. You won't be able to tap it again for Convoke. Similarly, if you sacrifice a creature to activate a mana ability while casting a spell with Convoke, that creature won't be on the battlefield when you pay the spell's costs, so you won't be able to tap it for Convoke.
Fresh from Tarkir Dragonstorm, Behold is back. Behold, creature type, asks you to either choose a permanent of that type you control, or to reveal a card of that type from your hand. If an effect refers to a subtype card, it refers only to a card that has that subtype. It doesn't count if that subtype is featured in the art. Nice try though. If a card in your hand is already revealed, perhaps because of a prior Behold spell, you may reveal it again to pay the cost of another spell or ability that requires you to reveal a card from your hand.
That's it for the rules. Thanks again to Judge Foundry for sponsoring this video.
Thanks for watching.